Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of BakeoCraft. Hope everybody's having a great day. I'm just collecting grass, if you couldn't tell. Last episode we made our mystic hut. There's really nothing mystic about it yet other than the nether portal sitting in the little basement, but hopefully by the end of today's episode that will have changed. My plan is to make sure we get a lot of the detailing that just needs to be done taken care of. Right now all the builds on the outside are fine. They are structurally where we want them to be, but they don't blend the best into the rest of the island. It's not exactly what I want it to be, and so right now I'm just collecting the materials to make that happen. As per tradition, we want to check out some of the comments from last episode and go over those, address them, and yeah. Give me a minute. I can make this work. Okay, yeah, so Bako, thank you for that comment. I guess we gotta understand that you gotta make YouTube videos to get viewers, and need viewers for comments, so we might be a little shy on some of the early episodes, but we'll get there, yeah, so I said that the exteriors and the interiors were finished a couple times. I'm still just kind of talking, just because I realized it's very easy to leave dead air and awkward silences in these videos, and I don't want to be doing that. I want to make sure that these videos are kind of up to par, as best I can anyway, with the quality benchmark that's been set by the rest of the community. And I'm not there, not by a long shot, but I'm doing my best to get there. And I very much, plan on getting there someday. And one of the things that's going to happen as I learn to just talk consistently throughout the clips is that I'm going to say the wrong thing sometimes, and I'm probably not going to notice, and it'll make the final cut. And believe me, I noticed while editing the video, but at that point there was really nothing I could do, outside of maybe going back and re-recording the clip, which I've considered. I know there are big name YouTubers who do that. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just haven't decided how I'm going to handle that yet. So when I say that the exteriors are completed and the interiors are completed, they're not. We still need to do some work on the floor just to texture out the dock hut, and we need to do work on the exterior and the interior to make the Mystic Hut pretty. So don't you worry. That is not a finished product. That is just as much as we could do for the day, and I kind of completed the benchmark I had set for myself in the video. So that's all that was. Heading back to our little village over here, our first step today is going to be to hit the nether and go and collect a lot of the items that we need. One, to make the Mystic Hut look better, and also we're going to need some quartz so we can get some redstone pieces going, because I want to make a mud converter today, because I don't plan on not using mud, but I am getting really, really tired of the process over there, and we need a quicker, more efficient way to do it. And I've made these on servers before, and they're kind of annoying, but they will work properly on a single player world, so I'd be kind of out of my mind not to take a stab at this. So we are going to get as many supplies as we can raid from this village, and then we will hit the nether. Alright, well, we don't know what our other spawn is going to be yet, so we want to play it relatively safe. And when we enter, stack of bricks. Let's make sure this. It's this Crossbow already was primed. Alright, that's cool. To make sure the crossbow is primed, just in case we have a guest to deal with. Hopefully we can deal with them with our 5 arrows. Yeah, we're going in. I know I wasn't talking confident earlier, but I'm feeling good. I am ready to get in there. I am so scarred from the old nether. Back when you'd get in and there would just always be a ghast ready to... See? This is why we prepare. There would always be a ghast ready to just blow up your portal, and then you'd just be stuck there. It was awful. Let's make sure to bring a flint and steel with us, just in case that somehow does happen. It's so much more rare. Now I just spawn in basalt deltas. I always nether spawn in basalt deltas. I am sure that's where we're going to end up, but I would be so happy to be wrong. Let's find out together. Told ya. This has got to be like the most commonly occurring biome in the nether now or something, because I never spawn anywhere else. Plus side, you don't have ghasts absolutely wreaking havoc, which is very nice. Downside, it's a basalt delta. It's the worst. There's no supplies here. And you're just instantly dealing with lava and magma cubes, which aren't hard to handle, but they're annoying. Boy, we are kind of high up. Alright, I think we're going to head over to... man, yeah, we're going to go over here where there's actually some netherrack, and we're going to start... Jeez, not what I wanted to use my materials for right off the bat. Grab the mushroom, that'll be good for detailing the huts. And yeah, we're going to start mining in there. This is not going to be fun, at least to watch, so I will cut back as soon as something interesting happens, but whew, we're here. If nothing else, we are here. That didn't allow. Okay. I'll cut back if something interesting happens. Splat. I'd have cried. That might have been it. That might have been the end of the series right there. I might have just rage quit. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to rage quit. Or, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to rage quit. Whichever you would rather see happen. Alright, so, Pinky on shift. Yeah, that's right. You heard me, Mumbo. Pinky on shift. And we're going to try and dig our way out of the delta. that was an experience. But, man, did we get some goodies. Got a good chunk of quartz. We got some glowstone. Very happy about that. We got some nether vines, or weeping vines, as well as some, where is it? We got some of those crimson trees, crimson stems, excuse me. We got soul speed, which, but you know, hey, we got it. And we got a smithing template. That's right, that bastion paid out the goods. We also got a mending crossbow, which, all right, I guess I'll take it. And this unbreaking 1 pickaxe that came in really happy when I found myself thousands of blocks deep in the nether with no food and no chance of making it back alive outside of just mining through the roof. So yeah, we are good to go. We are back, and we're gonna get some cleaning up done. We're gonna get these looking like that. We're gonna get the texture right, and then we're gonna clean them all up, and it's gonna be awesome. And I can't run because I'm starving. That adds up. So yeah, let's get all this stuff put away, and I'll cut right back to you guys. Real quick though, I do want to do a little of this on camera together. Oh, look how good that looks. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this. So I think what we're gonna do, we're just gonna swap out. Not a fan of that. We're gonna swap out some of this here mud. Boop. Oh yeah, look at that. I am so pleased with that. I'm gonna do like an extra layer into the gradient, and we're gonna have the mud and the soul soil kind of get lost in which is which. And then, you know, we'll just kind of lightly gradient it into these lower levels. Whoop. Yeah, that does such a good job just kind of transitioning from mud to dirt. I am so happy with that. Oh my goodness. Maybe just 1 or 2 here along the bottom. Right there, I think. Yeah, I am a fan of that. Honestly, I could almost swap out all of the mud for soul soil, but I want to leave some of it in there. But just an awesome little bit of extra texture. Super pleased with it. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this up, and I will cut right back to you guys. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse. I absolutely love the way these huts are looking now. They are just fantastic. A little bit of not the best news is I finished up the hut on camera, but halfway through, right after the time lapse you saw, Minecraft crashed, which, no big deal. It happens every now and then. I'm dealing with some computer issues. We'll get it figured out. But as it turns out, the crash affected OBS as well, and I should have restarted OBS. And so rather than restart, I just clicked end recording and then pulled Minecraft up, clicked start new recording, and it would not save that finished recording. So instead of building the nether portal room with you, I am just going to have to show it off to you. I'm actually insanely happy with what we came up with. We got some soul campfires and the crimson kind of moving into the netherrack. I love that. I love the little bits of foliage from the nether that kind of just bring it together. I love the soul sand and soul soil and mingling them with our spruce and really making it feel like the nether is seeping into our world through the portal. I know that's been done. I know it's kind of a classic thing, but it's a classic for a reason, and I've always been a huge fan of it. Another thing that we did was we killed some serious cows. We had a whole montage set up. We were going to let you send it ahead to the vegan teacher, but we'll just have to do that another time. So if you take either of these little walkways, you have access. Boom. Level 30 enchants. We are good to go. Oh, also I jumped down here and I died and I lost all my levels. So while we were almost ready to start putting enchants on items, we are kind of starting from scratch on that. Yeah, so that's really frustrating. I'm really annoyed that I lost all of that footage because I was having an absolute blast just building on camera and talking to you guys, and I was really excited to share the process of coming up with my ideas, but we will have plenty of time for that later. So this is the Mystic Hut, and yeah, it has kind of earned its name. I hate this, by the way. We're going to change this at some point, probably after we have Silk Touch, so as not to waste the bookshelves. But the thing is, we don't need the bookshelves. We already got all the bookshelves we need, so we're just gonna cut them down. There we go. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with all these little intermediate areas, these little cubby holes. There's definitely room to do something cool, maybe some kind of potion-y setup. I'm not sure. Probably not going to be functional, but just something that'll look cool and add to the creepy aesthetic. Also, I'm not entirely sure what the light levels are in here, but I would love to get rid of this torch. Let me see. Light levels. All right, so sorry about that. We'll probably cut that. Yeah, so we're gonna do something with these. Try and really add some atmosphere. We're definitely gonna work on this roof at a later date. Try and do some things to make it pop. Just really, everything about this area is going to be geared towards immersion from here on out, because the functionality of the enchanting table and the nether portal are covered. And so yeah, this is the Mystic Hut. I am super excited to show it off to you guys, and I hope you like it. Since we're going to choose to look at this as being gifted with a bunch of extra time in this episode, not having lost a bunch of good footage, we're going to move on to what I expected to be the start of next build. See, we want to have a a mud converter, right? And I've been trying to think of where the best place to put a mud converter might be, and the decision I've come to is that it would be over here. I think it'd be really cool if we had some mud pits. So we're gonna do a little bit of a stream running through here, and we're definitely gonna have to do some terraforming. But my thought is, we got this little land bridge that was here initially, right? We turned this whole thing into an island. We just came through and we just cleared this little bit out and filled it in with water. But I thought, hey, you know what? Maybe because it's shallow and potentially we could work in some natural bits where the ground comes up more, and we can make it a reasonable area for crossing without breaking the island effect. We could then put a little mud pit back here in the woods, right? And so with this mud pit, they could just walk across the shallow part of the river, or potentially maybe in the drier seasons, if the river lowered at all. I don't really know how rivers work, but I don't know. Could that be a thing? Somebody who's smarter than me, let me know. Yeah, but if the river was to lower, they could just walk across, right? Like a tide thing, and they would walk across to the mud pit, and they would collect mud, and yeah, it's as simple as that, really. But we're gonna have to clear this out. I'm gonna clear a little path for the water to come in. I should have brought a bucket with me. Oops. Luckily, it's not that far. And yeah, I will cut right back to you guys. It's funny the things you learn just from doing. I remember when Wells would, in the Kingdom series, Wells Knight would cut away to go do a grindy build, or chop some wood, or do some mining, whatever, stuff that you never see on camera, or rarely see on camera. And I was always kind of bummed, I was like, man, I think Wells is just such an entertaining guy. I really enjoy his content, and I wish that needs to go. I wish that he'd do everything on screen, not just the exciting bits. And I'm realizing that kind of the reason that Wells would cut away, and that I'm sure most Minecraft YouTubers choose to cut away, is because you can't keep everything interesting all the time, right? You can't just, you can make, just by your commentary, maybe you can make, you can make chopping logs interesting for a while, or you can make digging dirt and converting mud interesting for a while, but unless you have a topic to speak on, you're gonna lose it, and it's not gonna be interesting anymore. And that is why I think he would cut away. It's not because he couldn't make chopping trees interesting. It's because you want to save what you have to say, your interesting points. I don't know, right? You're going to run out eventually. You're not going to be able to just do everything on sheer charisma. And I think he knew, oh, I better save talking for when I have something genuine to talk about. And that's the only thing I can think of, other than maybe, it just wasn't that exciting. That could be it too. But yeah, it's something I find fascinating, is the more... What the heck? Did I just chuck my axe? No thank you. Yeah, we do not have the money to just be throwing around axes like that. So yeah, sorry, kind of threw myself off there, but yeah, that is why Minecraft YouTubers cut to leave out the boring content. It's not because they aren't interesting enough to make it worth just listening to them chop wood. It's that they're being strategic with the use of their time and the energy it takes to maintain interestingness. And yeah, it's something I think is fascinating, so I thought I'd chat about it as I'm turning all this landscape into mud. And there we go. I think we might go one more level up. I think that would be a good move there. Yeah, I like that a lot. We'll have to kind of figure out how deep we want to go, how far into the grass we want to make this, but I'm going to place this last level, and I think the mud pit will pretty much be... Ooh! That looks really good. I am a humongous fan of that color combo, as well as the little change in height variation. Oh, that's fantastic. Man, if I'd realized how easy making this mud pit was going to be, I probably would have done it sooner. There we go. Alright, I'm going to finish this up, and talk to you guys in a bit. That's annoying. I think the thing that really bothers me the most about creepers too is how casually they stroll up to you. Like, they're not even trying. They just whoop, and then they're there, and then your day is just ruined. I'm just trying to make this build have a nice blend in with the nature. All right, we are all done, despite some annoying close calls with creepers because I was too stubborn to go to sleep. We got a decent little... Okay, and what is about to be an annoying call with a pair of skeletons, we got a decent little mud pit started, though. Kill one, kill the other. Oh, of course I killed the one with the enchanted bow first. Second. Let's go take care of that one, too. Oh, we missed. Alright, that was easy enough. Yeah, so just a nice little area with lots of mud and some stone buildup. I really like just the little bits of cobble sitting around. I like to think they maybe have been unearthing it as they dug up the mud. But yeah, I think we'll probably come through. We'll probably come through with some grass later and sprinkle it in. I really would love to get the effect of, hey, you know, not everything around here is alive, you know. It is hard for plants to grow in mud, or at least certain types of plants to grow in mud. So maybe we'll add some down trees or some more detail like that later. But as of right now, I am really digging what we got going on here. And yeah, it'll have to do for now. We can't have path blocks underwater, can we? Oh, man. That's a shame. I really, really like the way the path blocks and the mud meld together. I love that. So this is going to be our mud pit. This is going to be where the nomads are getting the mud they're using to thatch their houses. And you know what? Screw it. I'm making that down tree. I think it would go great right here. So we just boop. Honestly, down tree doesn't even take anything. You just gotta spend a little. There we go. Just spend a little wood. And you know what? There we go. Yeah, so that'll do for now. We'll probably fiddle with it some more over time, and maybe next episode we will actually get the converter built. We'll probably hollow out this little hill right here. I think it's more than big enough to hide a redstone contraption. Oh yeah, and oh, look at that. I really, really like that. So we'll have to come through and do some really, some real big boy Minecraft detailing to really nail it. But there we go. We got a mud pit. We are adding to the lore. Hopefully this is how mud pits work. If somebody smarter than me knows more about that, I don't know, maybe keep to yourself, man. We gotta have there be some kind of fiction in this world. But if somebody knows about mud pits and I nailed it, you know, feel free to say something in the comments. Speaking of comments, one of the benefits to taking a couple days to make a video is that you eventually might get a comment on a previous video, and we have exactly that. So our comment of the day comes from Arnstein Styles 9730. He says, "I'd love to see more farmland and things built up as Nomad Island progresses. One of the primary factors that led to the death of nomadism was the invention of agriculture. So wouldn't it make a lot of sense for plants and farmland and animals to have become more prevalent in the area?" I think that is an absolutely awesome concept, and I would love to incorporate it. So we're going to have to start deforesting over there and building up some actual agriculture around these farms. Give them some real use, and not just have them be game use, but actually give them a purpose within the lore. Plus, you know, that's a good harvest of trees right there. So that is something we'll start getting to. Maybe we'll add a time lapse or two in every episode, just to keep up with the progression on that. And thank you, Arn, so much for that comment. Very, very helpful. I need to get some string so I can make this not perfectly even all the way across, but it is kind of cool. And yeah, I think that's going to end up being it for the episode, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed, give it a like, leave a comment, and if you got any ideas, especially if I like them, I will feature them on the episode, and we will make it a reality. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Until then, peace. Move, please. Get out the way. Get out the way, please. Get out the way. There we go.